Hey. Alright, welcome back folks, Roth here. Hello. So I think tonight I hopped on a little late, but I thought to maybe dig through my boxes and find this, which is the Wii Super Famicom Classic Controller. And I was thinking to maybe hook this up and then use it to play the retro games on the Switch. And there is a way, I think there is a way, and I've tested it. Make sure it works. So this is it's gonna be a live unboxing, and I've not officially unboxed this and use it fully as one would think, one would intend to use. But I got this a long time ago, back in, I want to say 2008. This is the Japanese version of the Super Nintendo controller. Also got the original Super Nintendo system and controller right here, which we'll probably do a little comparison as we continue through this live stream. I'll probably archive this later on and maybe crop the video. Whoop, there goes the controller. I'll crop this video and then I'll set it as like a separate video later on. Let me see if I can get things prepared a little bit. I think I'll go with the Super Nintendo hat tonight. Doot. There you go. Ding. All right. I'm not sure where to start. I was thinking to just like get right to it and just like unbox it, but I kind of also want to show some images of the past of when when I first got the controller, or roughly around when it was still brand new. So let's see, pull up some pages here, making sure the page is right. Google Photos, I uploaded these photos way back when. Expand this. Got a couple tabs open, or a few tabs. Just immortalize this. This was way back when I got Animal Crossing City Folk back on the Wii. It was like a Walmart that broke the release date, and to my surprise, we just happened to be at the right place at the right time that night. Back in November 12th to November 13th, and yeah, this is an album that I just uploaded all together. And then we stopped by one day and I snapped a photo using my Nokia device. At that time, I had the Nokia N810, and then I uploaded it to Twitter. I think I uploaded to Google Photos first. It was Picasa Photos before Google bought them and renamed it to Google Photos. And then I posted that link over to Twitter. And then thus, I think that later that night, it became the first Animal Crossing live stream in the world. So if you look back through all the tweets and search up this exact date, you'll see that this was the first live stream. You'll see my tweet from way back when. But I bought 2 of the copies that were available from Walmart that night. It was the standard edition. I think I also pre-ordered the bundle with the Wii Speak from Amazon, and then that came out a little later. Unboxed it to show that it's the actual thing. There's a disc and stuff, and it came with like a Wii pamphlet thing, like a booklet, catalog, or whatever that is. Then I think the next morning I snapped some more photos. I have GameCube controllers, the Wii Classic controller, the Wii remote, Wii nunchuck, and there's also a Nintendo GameCube controller attachment that can be used to hook up to the Wii. So it's just white colored to match the Wii system. Got my DS Lite there, and the 2 copies of Animal Crossing. Yeah, this was back when I was still playing the PlayStation 3 and stuff, still streaming it. Live streamed it to the world. Animal Crossing City Folk back in 2008. And there is the controller, this exact controller. And yeah, this was back when it was still brand new, and it's still brand new now. But like I think after all these years, the coloring has you know how Super Nintendo controllers or and or systems, they start to decolor. So they would start to change color over time depending on, you know, the conditions that they put in. Like if there's warm climate through the heat and cold, the plastic starts to change colors. So it starts to yellow. I think there's a certain term for that people use. Another shot here of the controllers, including my imported Nintendo DSi. Again, this was back in 2008. I was using a Canon camera, Canon PowerShot SD750. Wii Classic controller. This is the first edition Classic controller, which I know I still have somewhere. Oh yeah, it's right by me. So I'll probably test out this controller and then to use on a Switch, and then we'll swap to the Super Nintendo one. It's a DSi again, but yeah. I think there's more photos here. Let me see. Oh yeah, this is my shelf of Wii games. So yeah, I've shown this a couple of times before, but yeah, this is a photo of my shelf. I think I shot this back in 2009. Yeah, April 2009. And there it is again on the shelf. Still in its box and unwrapped, unboxed. Game controller, the Zapper, Mario Kart Wii, Excitebots with the Wii Wheel bundles, Animal Crossing with the bundles, Mr. N64 games, some Zelda, Mario Parties, Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, Pokemon Snap, and then Super Nintendo, Super Mario Kart, GameCube games, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2. Some of the more DVDs down there, I think. Yeah, I think that's all I want to show. A little Mario Kart collection there. Alright, so going back to this. And here is how it looks now. Alright. So there's not much to this. But I think the backstory behind this, if I can recall, it was part of a Club Nintendo exclusive accessory that you can get from the Japanese Club Nintendo. So we'll do an official unboxing, and then I'll separate this as a its own video, and then we'll get to some Zelda. And if only the focus was a little bit better. Let me see if I can get the camera to focus a little better. Configure. Oh, I don't know why the options always pop up on the far right. Focus, focus, focus. It's set on autofocus right now. Okay, there we go. That should be good. And there's the sides. Wii Super Famicom Classic Controller, I think it's the official name. So it would attach to the Wii remote at the bottom end, because it uses that same connector. And then this was intended to play your Super Famicom, Super Nintendo games on the Wii Virtual Console. There's the other side in yellow. It's a lot of like a variety of colors. There's the blue side. Let me get the all the text to show up here. Revolution model number 005. I don't know why there's a negative 01 in parentheses, but 005. I'm not sure if that's the Wii remote model number. I'm looking at the Wii remotes that I have right next to me and see if they're the same number, but we'll check it out in a bit. More text there. It does say 2008. This is the year. Copyright 2008 Nintendo. Made in China. Interesting. There's the red side. Gotta go Nintendo Red. I think around this time, Nintendo usually uses the red version of their logos, either white or red. There was at one point where they used blue, and then towards the Wii era, they sort of adjusted it to just silver or gray, I think. Gray, and then it's more solid colors, like solid plain, like white or black, depending on the background. There's the model number for this, Revolution-A-RGSH, JPN for Japan, Super Famicom logo there. And there is the backside. That's how it looks like. Get a closer look at this. Oh man, hopefully the connection stays put because I set the bit rate a little higher than what we would normally go at for the past few months. I love this design. For Japan, they continue to use this sort of like line art design, very colorful, vibrant, you know, primary colors, red, yellow, blue, and green. Yep. There's the Club Nintendo logo. There. So this was again, this was a Japanese Club Nintendo exclusive that you had to spend points. But I think I got it from PlayAsia. For some reason, PlayAsia had this on their website, so I had to pick it up. But yeah. Oh, I don't know if I showed this side or not. The blue side. So yeah, green at the top, blue at the bottom, yellow, and then red on the right. There's the front. We'll probably take another closer look at the front again, because we'll probably have this controller out, and then we'll, you know, get our hands on it. White Nintendo logo at the bottom, centered, very neatly packaged. I love the package design for this. All right, so there's a tab on the back. I'm gonna try and do this carefully and neatly as I can. So typically they would have, this is kind of similar to the N64 unboxing that we did. The N64 that they have for the Switch Online Plus. Let me see if I can just pull this out. I think we're supposed to place our finger in there and just like pull it out like a drawer. It's kind of like how they do the Wii U or even the Wii system. So it draws it out like that. Put it there for now. Now we get into the good part. Thank you for playing Super Famicom. I like that. Ah man, the decoloring. I feel bad for keeping it in the package and not having used it. Because I don't know, there's been a few occasions where I could have used it, but I was using the Wii Classic controller instead. Let me see. Let me make sure the audio is coming through. Okay, yeah, we're good. Alright, we're good. Man, for some reason, I feel like the upload might be a little laggy. Could try to disable some things. But, yeah, keep in mind, we're doing this live. Yeah. Okay. And again, Nintendo logo at the bottom. Let's take a look at this, this boxy part. Nothing, just plain gray. It's almost the same as the like the Super Nintendo. I think it's supposed to be the gray as the controller, as we saw in the initial image. So I think from here we would take this out. You notice that there's like a tab right there that slips right in. Yep, that side, this side. I'm trying to be careful not to rip it apart. Here we go. Ooh, wow. Man, this controller's been sitting around for like over a decade. Never got to use it. Alright. Some Japanese instructions. Take a look at this. It's neatly packaged. It's like a little compartment at the top right there. Gotta fold this out. Interesting. So it shows the model number right there. I think I'm not sure if what that refers to. And then this controller model. Hey there, Nubis. Yeah, we're unboxing one of my old controllers I never got to use until this year. I got this back in 2008, so can't really do quick math right now, but 2008 to 2023, current year is 2023. Japanese text, instructions, descriptions, meant to use for the Wii. Say something about Nintendo 64. I think it's referring to like Virtual Console. Oh, more instructions here. All in Japanese. The back side. Yeah, this is the Super Famicom Classic controller for the Wii. I feel like I might want to rename the video later on once I you know, separate the video, or this portion of the video, to its own video. And there's the instructions how to connect it to the Wii remote proper way. And this is I guess this is when they re-released the jacket for the Wii remote, right? I'm not sure if it's for the one with or without the Motion Plus add-on. And the bottom there is pretty important. Right there. So that connector, that type of connector, they continue to reuse it for the NES Mini, which came out in the past few years, and also the Super Nintendo Mini, and whichever variants that they call in the other regions. Super Famicom Mini. I've got what I think they had a different name for some of the other regions, but for us, North America, they just call it Mini for those systems. Each of those individual systems. Alright. Alright, so let's get to the controller itself. This is how it looks with just the plastic. There's the back with the plastic. Blue plastic, which they tend to use for the cables when it comes to like the Wii era of accessories. I think I recall the Classic controller and the Wii Classic Controller Pro having this sort of a plastic to, you know, to wrap the cables and stuff. All right. Oh, interesting. This is how they have the plastic wrap for this controller. There's like an opening right here. Then it goes around. Interesting. This is like, I like how they fold it like this. You don't normally see it fold like this. It's usually just like all, you know, all in one piece, you know? It's not folded like this. It's like, it's almost like they meant to do that, like it's wrapping a present, you know? Wrapping a gift. Okay, so it looks like there's the sticky part up here. So we'll start from here, top. That. It's like almost like unwrapping a Christmas present, or any celebratorial present. Oh, I forgot about the bottom. The bottom also has some folds. Yeah, Christmas vibes, right? I feel like I should have saved this for Christmas, man. It does feel like, you know, very Christmassy, just to even do these unboxings. But I felt like, I don't know, I feel like it's the right occasion. Because, you know, since we're doing like classic Zelda. Alright, gotta get the front side too. There we go. I don't know how many years it's been. It's been like, I don't know, 15 years? Has it been 15 years? Oh my gosh. Yeah. 15 years this controller's been sitting in a box. Oh boy. Finally, some hands-on. You notice how like it's decolored. The front panel, the front face is decolored. And then like you look at the top part, the back part is like the color that it should be. So it's like, yeah. But yeah, I showed the image earlier when I first got it back in 2008. Alright. I'll pop it up again later once we get this all unwrapped. There we go. I'll likely keep the box though. This, I think I could probably, I might just, I don't know if I want to remove this. This would still operate with it on, but let's just remove it just for, you know, the full view of it. There you go. I think I'll keep the box there. Kind of running out of places to place some of these things. But yeah, here we go. We got it. Super Famicom, Nintendo. Now there is a European edition of this. They never released this for the North America. It's quite strange that we never got this in North America. I was waiting for it to release here, but they just never did. Probably one of the reasons, like a small reason why I did not want to unwrap this and unbox it to use it. You see in the at an angle shot there, the model number. Revolution 005, patent pending, made in China. And the Nintendo logo on the side there. Interesting. I think tri-screws? They tend to use tri-screws when it comes to like Nintendo products. For their portable systems, pretty much all their systems, and peripherals, accessories. Cable, I'm not sure how long the cable is. Possibly the same length as like a regular Super Nintendo or something. Maybe even shorter, I don't know. Could be shorter from the looks of it. Cable seems pretty thin. Let me see if I can grab my other controller. So here's the official one. Hey there, bud. Yeah, made in China, right? So the official Super Nintendo controller. I don't have a Super Famicom controller to compare it with, but the cable for this is it's a bit thicker. This is the official, like original Super Nintendo controller. But not sure how this even compares to the Super Famicom. But there was also the Super Famicom Mini that's pretty much just like this. You know, same button colors and everything, and same connector. So yeah, this would be the connector that you connect to the Wii remote, and it's got the this little clip thing for the wrist strap. Also some more tri-screws, or whatever that's called. I like how they have the clear plastic on the end there, which is pretty neat. Each of the add-ons, the nunchuck, the classic controllers, they would have that. All right, is it 3 feet? Yeah, look up the details. There might be some details on the web somewhere. Yeah, I feel like the original Super Nintendo controller is a lot longer. Like the cable, I'm gonna have this connected right now, but I feel it's more convenient to have this, you know, just by itself. But yeah, there's the Nintendo logo on there, and yeah, I mean, I think most folks know by now the differences between the two. So Super Famicom, they would have the, what's it called, the convex shape for the buttons. See the shape of it? It's like, you know, it's that way. It's like this shape, you know. But then when they brought it over to the West, I think this European region also had the same layout. The only thing that's changed for the European region would be the name Super Nintendo. So the Famicom would be the name that the Japanese would use. Then when they brought it to America, there's some concave buttons at the top there. Change the color to purple and then light purple. And yeah, I think the top part's still the same. There it is. very much the same when it comes to the shape, aside from the buttons, colors. Oh my gosh, look at it. You can see the decoloring. You can see the decoloring. Yeah, you can see the old controller is like all scratched. Of course, it's pretty old. But yeah. Oh man, I can't wait to play on that. My super old Super Nintendo controller and system. Let me see. Not sure I should show it, but the yeah, 8-bit do based on the Super Famicom. There's 8-bit do gamepads which I tend to use for the retro games that you play on Switch and stuff. That would connect through USB-C. You can see there. I can sync it with like other accessories, like an adapter or whatever, and then it would be playable that way. It's got like extra shoulder buttons. It's R2, L1, R2, or L1, L2, and then R1, and then R2, and then they would add the PS4 style analog sticks. But it's great to use for, like, you know, modern systems. All right, set that aside for now. So my plan was to hook this up to a Wii Remote. Wii Remote, second edition Wii Remote, which has the Wii Motion Plus inside. You can see right there. And of course, you hook it to the bottom. This would sync up to this adapter, which is the 8-bit do wireless USB, hooked up to the Switch dock. I'm trying to remember all these names now. And yeah, I think in theory it should work, because I've tested it with the other accessories and they all worked. So let me see if I can bring the I think one more thing. This would be the Wii Classic controller, which I tend to use for like Mario Kart Wii to this day. So when I would feature Mario Kart Wii, I either swap back and forth between the Wii Remote, aka Wii Wheel, or Nunchuck, and or Wii Classic controller. So this is, you know, based on the, you know, Super Nintendo layout, Super Famicom layout, with the dual sticks, and then yeah, extra 2 buttons at the top here. It's kind of like the 8-bit do controller. But yeah, this was, you know, official hardware, and of course, you know, end controller would be connected to the Wii Remote. But we're not going to use that. I'm going to use the this one here. So it's like another next step onwards. All right, let me see. Oh yeah, this is the old gallery that I showed earlier. It's back when when it was brand new. So now this is how it looks now. It's like the coloring has been, you know, has been yellowed. It's got the yellow decoloring. But yeah, it's an old image from way back when. Also got the GameCube. I can't find my GameCube controller. This is the one that would hook up to the Wii, but it would still have the old GameCube connector, and you can hook it up to the Wii and then play Super Smash Brothers or whatever that supports classic controller layout, and then, you know, that would work. But yeah, I'll probably save that for another day once I find that controller, because right now I can't find it. All right, let me swap back to that Zelda Switch. Here we go. Yeah, the ABS plastic. Yep. Which model? Is it the? You talking about the 8-bit do controller? It's alright. It works. The only thing about that is the D-pad. I don't know. After a while of using it, the D-pad is just not. It doesn't feel like a genuine Super Nintendo controller. It feels like, I don't know. It just feels different. But I'll detail a little more. Hold on. Let me turn on cam real quick here. Oh, this would pop up not. Oh, I may have to disable the other cam on the other. Well, let me. Actually, I'll show this real quick. So this one, like, when I use this, like the D-pad on this, it's a little bit chunky. Like it's a little bit chunky. I don't know what it is, but when I go back, and even this controller, I think this controller, like they make this Super Nintendo controller feel like a Super Nintendo controller because it is. And comparing with the original Super Nintendo controller, this one's more lightweight. Yeah, this one's definitely more lightweight, but the D-pad on this is more light, you know what I mean? It's more light. Like it's like a simple press, and it's like, you got it. You know you got that press. Same thing with this. This one's a little more fresh though because it's a brand new controller. But at least it feels soft, there's like a light touch, and then you know you got it. Buttons are still rubbery on the select and start. But this one though, the D-pad on this is more clicky. Like you can almost hear that when I click on it. It's more clicky. I don't know why. I feel like it's I don't know. It's got that NES feel, more so the NES feel rather than the Super Nintendo feel. Like you can hear that click. And the same thing with the buttons. This is what I noticed about this controller, this 8-bit do one. When you press that button, you hear the click. So when you go back to the old controller, it's like a softer click. Like there's still a click, but there's a softer click. The softer press on it. Yeah, this one's more softer on the shoulder buttons. Let me try this one here. Yeah, this one's softer. Like you can barely hear that click. And the microphone's like not too far away. It's like it's right over there. It's like the same distance as where it's located from my mouth too. It's soft. Yeah, the shoulder buttons are soft. But when we go to the 8-bit do one. See, you can hear that, right? Look at that. You can hear that. Yeah, the shoulder buttons are a little more, they're more clicky. Like they definitely make sound. And of course the sticks make sound. Alright. But yeah, enough of this controller. The thing when I use this controller for play on Switch and stuff, or I guess any system, something about the D-pad, I don't know, when I move Link down, when I'm in the game and I'm moving Link around, it doesn't stay still. There's like some sort of like movement. There's like one slight movement that it does. So I don't know if it's accurate enough. I feel it's inaccurate. There's like a slight inaccuracy on that controller for some reason. I don't know. It could be a defect for the one that I got. But like after some usage, I don't know. I just started noticing it. So this is why I'm using this one today. Okay, so this is how to set up the Wii remote using the 8-bit do USB adapter. I made sure to put the batteries in there, so I'm using the Eneloop batteries. I don't know if you have a pair of these, but these are some quality pair batteries. They last a pretty long while too, longer than my old Energizers. The sync button is on the back of the Wii remote. Let me check the model for this. I forgot what model this is. Oh, apparently it's Revolution 035, made in China. I don't know if that's a 3.5 or 3.6. But we're gonna sync this up. What we're gonna do is, I will be pressing that button, but I kind of want to also have the switch in view. So let me go back. I'm gonna disable this cam real quick. And then hopefully, let me check the options and properties for this. Deactivate, yep. Deactivate, and then I'll swap over. Shoulder. Cam. Sometimes this takes a while to to do right, because oh boy. Yeah, if I swap too fast, it won't pick up the camera anymore, which is unfortunate. I would have to swap back and forth. But let me see if we can browse through this real quick. I updated my icon to have the Master Sword, but I can probably close this for now. Wait, I actually want to show something real quick from this Switch Online Plus thing. Not this. I think it's... Which one was it? Oh, it was it special offers? Yeah, I think it's special offers. But yeah, the this is just to, you know, archive things. But, you know, in the near future, we probably won't see these pages anymore for these systems, so it's good to archive these. It's an official page for, you know, these accessories, but there is an official Super Nintendo controller for the Switch Online, and which I don't have yet. I feel like I should get it though, but this is the wireless version. But the thing about this I noticed is that they released the accessories for the Wii, back on the Wii. I think they probably planned this early on, back during the Wii era, and then it's funny that they keep it exclusive to, like, you know, certain regions. Like Japan would get the Super Nintendo controller or Super Famicom controller, and then it would use that connector, right? And then now they reuse that sort of idea and put it out for the mini system. So the NES mini system, and then the Super Nintendo, Super Famicom mini systems, which the controllers would be wired, and then they would use that same Wii connector, right? So now, fast forwarding a little bit, we would have the Switch Online that would have the classic retro apps, and then we have these accessories. And then these accessories would be wireless, no more wires. So these are just like the next version of these classic controllers, which are just wireless. So I feel like they could continue the wireless sort of idea for these classic controllers in the future if they were to continue it. Or I don't know, they could probably produce more of these controllers, and then it would be compatible with future systems that they put out. So whatever the next, like, Switch follow-up, and then, you know, generations after, it would probably still be compatible with these, you know, Bluetooth wireless controllers. I assume that they use Bluetooth. Otherwise, I don't know, NFC or something. But yeah, limited quantities, USB charging. That is the current controllers for these, you know, the current generation. We also did the N64 one, which I've already unboxed. Fantastic controller. I like what they did with that. Alright. Let's boot up the Super Nintendo. I'm actually using... Oh, wait, no, I didn't want to boot it up yet. I wanted to show the connecting process. So let me see if I could bring this up. Alright. I was using the 8-bit controller. Man, it's funny that I can't... See, what I can do is, you know, I can probably swap back to this, and then I'll just have the Elgato capture. Let me see if I can get this in. I gotta do this on the fly because, you know, technology just doesn't want to work the way you want it to. Ooh, man. Hopefully this would capture. Elgato. No, I don't see it. Man. Yeah, this would take a little bit. Not window capture. Input. Game capture. Should be game capture, but I don't see it. Oh, here we go. Switch. Okay. This is about to cover the entire screen, but I'm gonna try not to cover it. Doesn't seem to allow me to resize it. You have a ton of Enveloops. Never tried the Envelope Pros though. Interesting. I didn't know there was a Pro version. Alright, I don't know if this is gonna pop up or not. Oh, I was supposed to bring it up to the oh, there we go. Alright. Whoop. I'll just keep it at the top part for now. Here's how the switch looks like. Okay, so now setup time. Wow, how long that took. Alright, so got the Wii remote. I'll put it right here. And then I have an 8-bit to USB adapter, which I'll probably link in the comments. And reminder, this is going to be a separate video later on. There's a button that you press. It's right on the adapter. Press that, and it's blinking. You see the light blinks. That means it's looking for controllers to connect to. Then you go back to your Wii remote, press the sync button. This thing blinks, and then it's connected as a second controller because I have the 8-bit do, the other 8-bit do controller connected. But we'll probably reconnect the controller. So I'll put the cover back on. But yeah, this is the second edition Wii remote. I can probably also use the other editions. This is the original Wii remote that came bundled with the system. Got at the 2006 launch edition Wii system, and there's an add-on for the Wii Motion Plus. Let's see if I can disconnect this real quick so I can check the model for this. Okay, so Revolution 003 is the model for this one. Each separate model would have like a separate number, made in China as well. I don't know if this add-on has its own number or not. I haven't checked. It does say Wii. Oh yeah, it is. Revolution 026. I think it says. It's like kind of too bright to see unless I bring down the exposure. But yeah, I think it says like 026. Yeah. By the way, Revolution is the code name for the Wii system back then. Alright, so that is connected. Here's the magic part. Use one end of your add-on controller, classic controller, and then plug it into the Wii remote. I love this part. Look at that. It works right away. It's like magic. Alright, so I'll resync this. Press the two buttons, press A, and there you go. It's just like that. Bam! Wow, look at how soft these buttons are, man. I dig it, I dig it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I love it. I like that phrase because there was this cooking show that I used to watch when I was a teenager. His name was Mike. It's like I think he's more local. He's got restaurants set up around like the region and stuff. But this is an Asian guy, and he has his own cooking show. I forgot what it's called now, but I used to remember. I used to love watching his cooking show. But he would always say, look at that. Look at that. When he's finished making a meal, cooking a meal and stuff, he's got some wine, like, look at that. Alright, so, cool, we got it hooked up. Man, that only took like, what, 45 minutes? Alright, so I'll disable this. Hopefully there's no other technical issues I would run into. Disable that, swap back to... Okay, I think we're still gonna run into issues because I won't be able to display this controller as I'm using it. But I want to swap to. Yo, let me see if I can disable that, and then go back to the cellular one. Okay. Otherwise, I think the other scene would have, the proper. I mean, we already had it set up over there. Man, see, the camera still doesn't pop up for us. Nope. I feel it's gonna be one of those cases where it would reactivate later on, which is just weird that it does that. Okay, now it's black. Man, it's so weird. I don't know why it doesn't that. No, it doesn't. Oh well. It is what it is. But yeah, I guess you just have to imagine it for now. Anyways, let's log back in. It's always a catchphrase from these 90s pro. Yeah. Yeah, all the, did I do that? You know, like, those were the times, like, a lot of those shows back then. Like, they would have, catchphrases from, all these different characters. Wait, wrong game. Oh man, that's a good game too. You never seen the Wii remote with built-in motion before? Motion Plus? Yeah, the one I have, the black one there, is the one that came bundled with Fling Smash. It was a first-party piece of software that they put out to bundle with the controller. Man, I wish I could show this controller. Just the camera's like not cooperating right now. I want to try it again. Hold up. Ah, man, why's it gotta be like this? Here, let me swap over here real quick to the scene. I'll just enable this. And then I'll enable the Elgato. Imagine just like having this setup right here. where the camera is the background and then the game would be like that small. Oh man. There you go, you gotta press the start button. Oh man. Now there you go. Now it feels like a real Super Nintendo controller. No analog sticks. No, just you know, your simple Super Nintendo layout. The thing is, like, I feel like I should untie this. But I also want to keep it neat, so I've always thought this, but like, I don't know if you ever thought this or anyone else in the world would ever think this, but like having like a classic controller, like using a classic controller to play like virtual console games and stuff, and having it attached to the Wii remote. There's something about the Wii remote that feels like its own system, because it does have memory inside that controller where you could carry around with you, so you can store your Mii avatar data inside the remote, and then you can carry that remote to another system, to another Wii system, a Wii or a Wii U, because you know it's cross-compatible, or kind of. But you can transfer those Wii or Mii characters to that other Wii system, so you can play Wii Sports on another system or whatever games that support the Mii avatars. But I always find that fascinating because I don't feel like many people talk about that feature. But then, like, the more you use the classic controller, the more it feels like the Wii remote itself is a system. It's like you're bringing the system with you, the entire system. It's like a portable system with you, almost like a handheld, but not really a handheld. It's like you're still playing at home. Yeah, and then now fast forward to the current year, and then we have like the mini systems. Just a little piece of thought, penny for your thoughts, more along the lines of that mini system. So NES Mini, Super Nintendo Mini, the Wii Remote Mini. Kinda. It's sort of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like the idea that sparks the idea for those mini systems, you know? With the it sort of originates. It kind of almost originates from the classic controllers. Something about it. I don't know. All right, let me see if I can resize this. I'll probably just use this layout instead. But I don't think I use this layout as like I normally would. but let me see if I can adjust this real quick on the fly. Oh boy, this is way out of place. Okay, so this needs to be shrunken. Yeah. So you're witnessing some actual live readjustments. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. Let me see. Try to disable this. Add. Oh man, see what I can do is I can probably add. Oh wait. See, folder, right? It should be a folder now. Oh, this might be it. No. Okay. Getting there. Try and get this done quick. Oh, I don't know if it's gonna enable or not. Yeah, no, it doesn't enable. I don't know why that does not enable. Could be no. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't do that. Interesting. Yeah, that's weird. Like even this, try to set up here, it doesn't work. Okay. I think what I'll do is let me go back to that Zelda one, Zelda scene. So this is the Zelda scene. I think I'll add a new source for the camera. Let's see, copy this one. Camera source. Logitech. Could be this one. I might want to resize it first before I oh, there you go. Ooh. Okay. Oh, that's a little too big there. Yeah, we're doing this on the fly, man. Oh, getting close. I think I might got it right there. I think I got it. By George, I think he's got it. Alright, well, that's good enough. Alright, now I just want to zoom in now. Pan. Alright, finally. Looks about right. But yeah, again, connected to a Wii remote. This is an official release, real hardware, Japan exclusive. Using this for the first time, 15 years in a box. I kept it in the box. And then I'm using an 8-bit do adapter to connect all this together. Alright, so Zelda, right? Good old classic Zelda. I think last we left off on this. Oh yeah, we got the new tunic, right? We got the upgrade. I think we got almost all the upgrades aside from the sword. Oh right, so that last we left off on this. I'm trying to remember now. I think we found the second blacksmith, and then we had those blacksmith temper our sword, so we no longer have a sword on us. I'm trying to remember the controls here for this. Oh no, I wasted an arrow. Oh my gosh, this feels great. This feels great. Oh wait, no, continue. Man, what is the button for the menu? Oh man, these buttons feel great. This is a total difference from the 8-bit do SF30. You know, this controller here. But man, it's such a difference. It doesn't click, you know? It doesn't, by that I mean it doesn't do like a loud click sound when you press the buttons, which I like. It's just a softer to press. It just feels nice. Oh my gosh, this is how Link looks when he's like punching. He has no sword, he only punches now. I don't know if that even works anymore. Okay, there we go. That way we don't have to waste arrows. Ah man, no more sword, huh? Alright, let's